Okay, it looks like we're live. Hello, everyone. It's been a while since I've streamed, but in my defense, um, I... One sec. Hello? Can everyone hear me? Well, I hope so. Well, I'm just gonna assume you guys can hear me. So, okay, 1 second. You guys can... Okay, you guys should be able to hear me. Hello! It's nice to be back. And just like the title says, I'm gonna be talking about Pokemon for a bit. Okay, let me just... Haha! I think this VTubing model officially work. Unfortunately, I can't face the camera that much. It's gonna be permanently facing... that's loud. Sorry. There we go. Anyways, I'm gonna be kind of permanently facing Miraidon for the time being. And if it isn't already obvious, I chose Scarlet. I feel like I've mentioned this a few times before. But anyways, I've been thinking, well, as much as any YouTuber can think, I've been thinking about what could have made Pokemon Scarlet and Violet a bit better from a storytelling perspective and some quality of life updates. Listen, we all know Game Freak isn't patching those glitches, you know. Okay, they did fix some of it, and I did not get Scarlet and Violet on opening day. But yeah, how they released it was pretty, well, it wasn't great. I mean, like I said, I wasn't the one. Well, I did not get it on opening day, but I did hear a lot of less than stellar things about the game's performance, but we're not going to talk about that. Whatever has been talked about, well, several people who are more qualified than me to talk about the performance issues have already talked about it. Alright, so first on the list, I am not a huge fan of the Terra typing raid system. I think it's a little much to have, like, actually, let's see, how am I gonna word this? This is just a me thing, but I don't like it. I don't like timed events all that well. So, when I found out Terra raids are timed, and then they have it so that if your Pokemon faints, not only are you out of commission and you can't do anything, you also bring your team down. I know it's supposed to be well, if I had to guess, it's an incentive to not faint. I mean, I feel like that should kind of be the standard. Don't let your creatures faint. But, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But what I think it's also what's really obnoxious is that you can't even do anything in those 5 seconds. At least, well, what I would have done is for those 5 seconds, give your allies, like, an attack or defense boost to compensate for the fainting. But only once. If you faint more than twice, that's on you for picking the wrong Pokemon. I kid. But only partially. And I know this is controversial, and maybe And okay, I know I don't have a ground to stand on this because Scarlet was my first Pokemon game. But I think the Terra typing system, like in theory, well, I'm having fun with it. I definitely like the idea of having, a whole bunch of, seemingly limitless typing options. That definitely expands the horizon for your Pokemon to learn moves that you ordinarily wouldn't have it if you take into account unique Terra typing. And if you didn't get your creature from a raid, then it boosts the moves that they already know depending on the type, which is, how Terra typing works. And also, once again, this might be a bit controversial, but I think it's funny that I could give an Eevee an electric type, make it an electric Terra type, and then have a little light bulb on its little head. I just think it's kind of funny. I know I had a lot more to talk about. Oh, so for the open world aspect, I think it would be very interesting. I mean, I understand. Okay, let me back up. I understand why it doesn't necessarily scale to you. Whoops. And there's certain levels that you should be at to challenge certain gyms without, immediately dying. But I do like the idea of the optional trainer battles to be a bit, to scale up to you. I think that would be kind of interesting. And I feel like there should be more unique dialogue before you become a champion versus after. And this might be a bit controversial, but I like having to, initiate the fight. Because when I played Sword and Shield, I was just trying to get to the next area, and all of these NPCs were like, hey, fight me. And I'm like, dude, all of my creatures are half dead. Leave me alone. So I do think that's nice, and... Oh yes, the story. I like the quote-unquote branching story arcs, if that makes sense. Well, it is branching. Okay. I like the idea that, I like that you aren't shoehorned into just doing Victory Road. And I like how you could do it in whatever order you want. It's very ill-advised to, say, challenge, I don't know, the Ice-type gym leader with your level 5 starter, assuming you get that far without dying. But, you could do it. It's not a great idea, but you could do it. And okay, this might be also a little weird. Actually, no, it's not weird. I gotta stop doubting myself. Okay. I wish Urba Mystica was more easily accessible. I understand why it isn't. But say you, suck at doing tarot raids, and you really want to get that shiny boost, and all you have is your shiny charm. Well, have fun hatching eggs or doing trades, But what if you don't have, what if you can't trade? What if you don't want to pay $20 for Nintendo Online? I get it. Then what are you supposed to do? I don't know. Just lot, I guess. Now, as for where these Urba Mysticas would spawn, I think it would be nifty for you to go into the cave where you got the Urba Mystica. Maybe every 5 in-game days or something, or hey, even real-life days or something. Just make it slightly more accessible. I do think that would be nice. Also, can we talk about how obnoxious it is to evolve Finizen into Palafin? You have to have a person come over and then level up your creature to level 38, is it? That sounds right. I mean, the good thing is that you get access to Palafin Terrorades when you are able to do level 5 Terrorades. But once again, what if you, really suck at them? Well, have fun finishing that Pokedex. But I am by far not the only person to complain about this, but Scarlet and Violet do feel like they're missing something. More things to do. Okay. Yeah, once again, not controversial. I think all of the gym challenges should be redoable. I mean, you have the olive toss thing for the bug type gym. You have the find all the sunflora for the grass type gym. You have the ESP thing for the psychic gym. You have the snowboarding. I don't know if it's really snow gliding with your Pokemon. Something like that. For the ice type gym. You still have the auctions from the water type gym. Maybe, okay, I just want double battles to be a thing without having to connect to online, because what if you don't want to pay $20 for that Nintendo Online? I mean, the good thing is that we have that code coming out. The promo code for the Palafin, so at least that's rectified. Was there anything else I wanted to talk about? Okay, I do think that locking certain Pokemon to certain games is dumb, but that is honestly the least controversial, one of the least controversial takes in the Pokemon community, which is honestly not a high bar. The Pokemon community does love their controversy. Oh, I do like the idea of Iona's gym. Another thing. We should be able to re-challenge the other gym leaders. Or at least have them come to the school Ace Academy tournaments or whatever. I might be in the minority for this, but I really liked Tulip's design. It definitely doesn't hurt that she's the gym leader for the psychic type, which is probably my favorite type. Even though none of my, even though my, top 3 Pokemon, none of them are psychic. Also, we do need more Larry. He's just a guy. But once again, I don't think that's a controversial opinion. I wish that Professor Toro and Professor Sada got more build up. Because it was just like, it doesn't matter who my parents are. You're gonna have to beat me in a fight before you get your lizard motorcycle. You beat me up fair and square. Here, take the lizard. Hey, buddy, old pal, old buddy. You know, have I ever told you that I like sandwiches? You like sandwiches? And who are you? What do you mean you don't remember me? Anyways, I'm on a quest to find the best to make the best sandwiches. And I need a whole bunch of herbs to do this. And I'm too much of a wuss to do it to fight these Pokemon on my own. Okay, that's a little unnecessarily mean, but this is gonna be a little mean, but I don't care. Arvin is easily bullyable. Okay. It just looks like he has, like, a squirrel vent on his head. Once again, not a controversial opinion, but today we're just gonna talk. Well, I'm just gonna talk. Also, I think we should get more evolutions. Once again, not a controversial opinion. I want to see how a poison Eevee would be. And honestly, I'm also a little curious about what a ghost type Eevee would look like. But I feel like that has the potential to get really dark really fast. So I'll save that for another rambling day. We're just going to talk about general Pokemon. And anyways, about Arvin's parents, I do wish we got a little more build up. Maybe like a throwaway comment about, you know, my mom used to make me the best sandwiches or something. You know, something slightly better than, well, I was abandoned by both of my professor parents, and then they both died horrifically, but I don't know that yet. So, now I'm gonna be mad and take it out on this creature that really, you know, it's really not their fault. Okay, I am being a little unnecessarily mean to Arvin. Oh, I also wish we could see the Team Star grunts. No, not the grunts. The Team Star bosses running around in the academy. Also, I think after we defeat all of them, I think we should have been able to customize our uniforms slightly. I mean, yeah, we're getting new options with the DLC, but are they really more options? Are they? Oh, speaking of the DLC, the DLC that's based on Momotaro is coming up, right? Summer. Momotaro DLC Pokemon. So for those of you who don't know, Momotaro is a Japanese folktale about Momotaro, a kid born out of a giant peach, and he goes to Ogre Island with the help of a dog, a pheasant as in a bird, and I want to say a monkey. Yeah. And then they defeat a whole bunch of demons and through the power of friendship and these talking creatures I just found. But I think it's going to be pretty nifty. You know, honestly, I would have liked the DLC to go to Kalos since Poke France is right next door because we are in technically Poke Spain and Portugal. But I'm very curious to see how the story would go. And a lot of people are talking about Galapagos, obviously a play on words from the Galapagos Islands, where who's the guy who was known for like natural selection or for kind of figuring out natural selection? That guy. He observed turtles in the Galapagos Islands. And Ogopan. They each look very good. I am very excited for the monkey Dory, because I do like monkeys. I wonder if it's gonna follow the story of okay, I'm a little curious if the Teal Mask, which is the name for the Momotaro DLC, I wonder if it'll follow the story of Momotaro in any particular way. I hope it does, but I'm a sucker for mythology, so that might just be a me thing. And for Galapagos, I mean, there's something going on. Okay. I'm gonna do a little more diving. One sec. A lot of people who know way more about Pokemon have already speculated on Galapagos, but I'm interested a little bit in the story. So, what we do know is that we are exchange students to Blueberry Academy. They didn't even put it through Google Translate to make it Spanish. Blueberry in Spanish. Arendano Academy. As an exchange, listen, they should keep with the fruit names, naranja, orange, and uva, grape. Also, I'm very embarrassed to say that I've been pronouncing naranja as an oranja, as in pronouncing the J. But in my defense, it's very close to the name Naranja, which is a JoJo's character. Yeah, the brain rot is real. And Arendano. Apparently it's located underwater, and I remember back in January, before the DLC was announced, there were rumors that it would be Pokemon Atlantis. Why does it have to be underwater? Why does it have to be Poke Atlantis? I think that they should have saved Pokemon Atlantis for the Greece-inspired region. However, due to Atlantis supposedly being a, if we're gonna trust Plato, he said that he was telling a story from Egyptian that got translated into Greek. So technically, we should see Pokemon Atlantis in Pokemon Egypt, Poke-Egypt. But, whatever. Okay, successful purse game, yeah. I wonder how... Apparently, we'll be... Well, I'll link all of this after the stream. It said that 230 Pokemon will be able to encounter in, the Indigo Disc. And they have Alcremie, which is, they're cute. It's just whipped cream, though. It is sentient whipped cream. And I'm okay with that. And they have Espurr. I do like Espurr. However, it looks like it knows too much. Okay, it does know too much. Unfortunately, we don't know anything about the hidden treasures of Area Zero, do we? Or, I don't know if anyone... Oh, that's the whole thing. Okay, does anyone... What do we know about the teal mask? Other than it's clearly based on the Japanese myth Momotaro. And it looks like in the promo art, we'll finally get out of our stinky uniforms. Okay, they aren't that bad, but... Seriously? Striped pants? Come on! Ooh, it looks like we'll be getting Ninetales. I do love Vulpix. I do think they're very cute. And we get new outfits. But like, okay. I don't like the uniforms in Scarlet and Violet. That's not a controversial opinion. Why do they have to be so ugly? Now, without revealing too much about myself, I did go to a private school where I wore an uglier uniform than whatever Uva and Naranja has going on. And that is a lot. But, okay, I'm gonna enlarge the picture here. Oh, that's crunchy. Why? I hope you can mix and match the... It looks like you can mix and match the tops and bottoms, which will be nice. But it does. So here's what we are told about the teal mask. It's an outdoor study program in the land of Kitakami. Now, I'm no Japanese expert, but I do know that kami means God. That's a little worrying. Please don't tell me Arceus shows up. Oh well. We'll figure out soon enough. I do like the very Japanese style of it. But also, like I said, Scarlet is my first Pokemon game, so I did not get to experience all of the Poke Japan regions. Hmm. But this does look like it will be fun. Okay, there's another thing I don't understand, which is to say, why do you have to wear your uniform for, like, forever? And also, how old do you have to be to enroll in your respective academies? Because we have, like, actual 5-year-olds, you the protagonist, to, like, actual grandparents. And someone in, Cascafara, is it? Is mentioned in, one of the kids in Cascafara, the water type gym leader city. The kid mentions, when I grow up, I can't wait to go to school and wear the uniform, and partially I'm like, kid, please don't. Please don't. The uniform is so ugly. And there are some other questions I have, but we're gonna stick on the uniforms for now, okay? But sorry, where I am right now, it's super cloudy out, so my mind is telling me to take a nice nap. But I don't want to take a nap. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating just a little bit, but the uniforms, I mean, come on, striped pants. Seriously? Do they have to be striped? Come on, Game Freak. I'd say you're better than this, but you're probably not. Well, I hope that when we get to the DLC, we'll finally be able to change out of our stinky uniforms. And I say stinky in the sense that, considering that that's the only thing you're allowed to wear, it smells kind of funky. Also, okay, so we're going to assume that Paldea takes up all of the Iberian Peninsula, being Spain, Portugal, and probably something else. I don't know, it's been a while since I took geometry. Okay. That is a long time to travel for. That's a lot of ground to cover for one. Wait, no, not Corviknight. The parrots. Squawkabilly, yeah. Also, they're just parrots. What makes them different from average parrots versus a Pokemon parrot? Maybe I'm getting too deep into this. But I feel bad for making them just just making all, these, like, 4 birds at maximum, just ferrying around you and some other guy all over the region. but I think that's just me thinking about things too literally, and I don't know. I still like the fast travel option, don't get me wrong. Okay. Is there anything else I want to talk about? Oh, another thing. This isn't strictly Scarlet and Violet, but I would like to see Synesty get regional variants because, that does absolutely nothing but like a teacup change. Because we can't expect that tea in Galar would be the same. Yeah, Galar. That's Poke Britain, yeah. We can't expect that tea in Galar is served the way it is in Johto or Hisui. Even though Synesty wasn't even a thing in those regions, but for future installations, I'd like there to be a slight bit more variety. Oh, and also I'm very excited for Alcremie to be introduced in Scarlet and Violet, because that means with Alcremie, Synesty, and Fido, I can make a tea party. It was funnier when I was thinking of it. Alright. I think I'm gonna wrap it up for today. Thanks for sticking with me even though I don't have a consistent schedule. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.